Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day and a happy Monday. We're going to take another look here at Optimism, see kind of what's going on here, and see if we're feeling optimistic, right? When I covered it last, it was sort of starting a downtrend. We're going to see if that held, and obviously what we can expect next from a coin like this based on the overall sentiment in the market. So that being said, I'm not a financial advisor. I love teaching people to trade. I hope you can learn something here today, and if you do, feel free to comment below. I love to hear the good, wonderful feedback. Thank you so much to all my other community members for your continued support. And if you want to become a community member, I have a link in the description below. CryptoCache.tech is my website. You can register to become a better trader. I have a trading academy, trading community, and signal group. All great things. We've taken monster profits recently on UNFI, UNFI. With what was it also, of course, Bitcoin and then AVAX as well. So some really cool stuff there, and you kind of learn how to structure your trades with trailing stop losses and moving targets. It's a really cool situation. So anyways, check that out in your own time. Fully automated trades. A link in the description below. So here's the thing with Optimism. Let's go ahead and take a look at the daily. First of all, there's not a tremendous amount of content here, but for lack of better terms, with this limited amount of data, we really kind of got to work within Fibonacci retracement, which is really what these levels are telling us here. Now, it's not working perfectly within that, but it's kind of staying within these certain ranges. So simply put, we can expect 128 to be a potential resistance level, just based on that being a previous tentative support in regard to the Fibonacci retracement level. And again, 0.382 is a pretty common area to have a lot of resistance if the price drops below it. So we'll see here soon, but we could see a little bit I would say we're probably going to get a candlestick close below that today, but if not, a close above 128 would be awesome. That should be very helpful. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Here's what we want to kind of look at here, and I don't think we have, we have some data here, so we can kind of go with this. Here's something that's important. When you're underneath 50 on the RSI, it works as a resistance level. So we're seeing this tentative resistance here right around 130, working as a potential, ceiling, I guess you could say. And that being said, that basically is just telling us here that that could be the price point we want to get a close above. So instead of 128, let's just say 130. A close above 130 would be fantastic. That would really help us out and get us in a position where we're going to start making higher highs and higher lows, or at least more importantly, higher lows. That's the most important thing. So if this next low, this next push down, doesn't come lower than 116, we should be in good shape. Obviously, we want it to bounce off 190. 119 or higher, but generally speaking, we'll take it where it's at right now, right? So if it just turns right around from now and goes up, perfectly fine. That's what we're looking for. But generally speaking, you want to try to identify higher lows. And that's the important thing here. It is making lower highs, of course. That goes without saying. But in order to reverse that trend and just to stop making lower highs, we need to start seeing higher lows. All right, and we're starting that so far. So again, if we can continue to maintain this kind of thing here, stay above 119, we should be in good shape. Preferably close above 130 today. Taking a look at the 1 hour though, let's see if we have any type of exhaustive type of state. And keep in mind too, Bitcoin increased by a decent margin here, and now it's selling off a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and take a quick look. Yeah, 31,300. We see a little bit of a red candle here. That's just kind of that's standard. So we're expecting Bitcoin to possibly correct itself a little bit, and if that were to happen, we might see further downside here from Optimism. So stay optimistic, but on the same accord, let's be realistic and understand that this is that this isn't bad. What we're seeing here. Again, if this were to continue to come lower, even if it came down here, it would still be okay as long as we can make another high after that. But the bottom line is that we don't want to make a lower low, and that's the important thing. Taking a look at TD sequential, we can see we hit up to a 9, got a reset down to a 4, possibly up to a 1. So when you see a 9 on TD sequential, it commonly signals either a reversal or consolidation. We've got a reversal here, so to speak. Again, not super strong. It's not like it's going to keep going down per se. But if it were to, we could see 5 more hours of downside. All right, again, close above 119 will be just fine. I do not think we're going to see that, though. It does look like it's kind of stabilizing. But just keep in mind, too, if Bitcoin were to sell off like we're expecting, to stay down to 31,000, perhaps even 30,500, some of those current key level supports, we can see here as well that Optimism will probably do something similar. Okay, so just say Bitcoin goes sideways and down for a little bit, we'll probably see the price consolidate at 119 and then move up from there. It'd still be higher lows, and it'd still be okay. All right, that's kind of the general consensus there. Very last thing we can look at here is a cloud. This is basically just telling us we don't want to take a position yet because we don't have confirmation above the cloud. We want to get that to that sweet spot right above. Good news is lagging span is free and clear price action, but it's not like great. Don't get me wrong. We want it to be higher, which implies that the price would need to be higher too. So generally speaking, here we have really no indications of a good buy signal for the moment. And we want to make sure that we understand that we are probably going to continue to progress sideways or up from here after a potential correction down to 119. Okay, so I guess in summary, 119 would be the lowest point which we'd want to see the price go. And I would say a close above 130 and we're set. So preferably a close above 130 today would be okay. Even if we don't, again, anything over 119 would be satisfactory. Giving us those higher lows, helping us move in the right direction. So again, that's kind of where we're at here for Optimism. So stay optimistic. I think we should be in good shape. We are still seeing, a tapered amount of volume, but the day isn't over yet. So we're going to hopefully understand that. We would like to see more volume, of course, to help the price increase. Because again, with low volume brings, low price movement, low increases, so to speak. So again, just something to pay attention to there. All right, well, I hope you learned something here today. Thanks again for joining me. I look forward to work with you on the next one. If you want to become a better trader, CryptoCache.tech is a site. Link in the description below. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Thanks again for your time.